Tucker Carlson also invaded Canada last night. Well, it turns out Justin Trudeau abused his power, abused the power of the government, violated the Constitution, illegally used intelligence to spy on, freeze the bank accounts of his own citizens, according to a federal court in Canada. This is monumental. Tucker Carlson also invaded Canada last night to a massive sellout crowd and has been making ripples across that country, destroyed the prime minister in his speech last night, calling him out over systemic anti-Christian hate in Canada, among other things. Listen.
I'm telling you this because there's kind of no more inoffensive and peaceful group in the world than the Christians. In fact, there isn't. Their religion tells them, commands them to turn the other cheek and to put the concerns of others above their own concerns. So if you have a problem with those precepts, explain it to me. Speak slowly so I can understand. I think every person in this room, regardless of your faith, can agree, yeah, I'm for that. I wish I was more like that. That's good. We need more of those people in society. Serve others for the sake of service. People who pray for their enemies. Who does that? Who would pray for an enemy? No one, except the Christians, and they do. They're commanded to. So if you're hassling that group, maybe you've got another agenda that we should be concerned about, even if we're not in that group. If we burn 90 of their churches to the ground, and the prime minister and his little weird buddies are endorsing that, burning churches, if you're on the side of burning churches, let me just say, I don't need any other facts of the case, you're on the wrong side.
He also mocked Trudeau and said he'd love to have him take a 23andMe test to see if he's really Fidel Castro's son down there in Cuba.
But he will collapse under the weight of his own ludicrousness and go back to Cuba or do whatever he does. But, what? You know, I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just too great to check. Though if I ever meet him, I'm going to demand a 23andMe, like right away.
Joining me now is Canadian journalist David Creighton, who's been tracking and writing extensively about Trudeau's criminal behavior and the abuse of power of the government there in Canada. And David joins us now. David, welcome to the show.
Nice to be back, Clayton.
So I want to get your take first on this federal court ruling, and then we'll talk some Tucker here in a moment. Is this as big a deal as we think it is, that the federal court comes down and says the Trudeau government here has violated the Constitution and basically abused the power of the government to go after Canadian citizens?
It is, as you said, it's monumental because it represents a rift in the Canadian establishment, the deep state in Canada. The judiciary is clearly not going to back Justin Trudeau when he does something that's clearly unconstitutional.